Ooh, look at that. Ha 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 ha. Boom. Hello, welcome back to LockLab 101. What we have today is an older disc detainer lock. So on this it says Rich Door Safe Lock. And I scoped it. I scoped it with my 3-in-1 scope. And I saw that it only has 5 discs. Okay, which is, to be honest, a quite low number of discs for a disc detainer lock. Me personally, I've never seen a disc detainer with only 5 discs in it. But I scoped it, or I counted it several times. I thought it was wrong, but it turns out there's only 5 discs in here. Okay, so I couldn't find any literature online saying which one's the driver pin. I'm counting the discs from 1 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I believe that this one is probably the driver disc, and I'm saying that just because, well, it's a guess. I'm going to try it with the number 1 disc as a driver, and we'll see what happens. If I'm unsuccessful with number 1, because it's not a spinner, it doesn't spin all the way around, so I'm guessing. If that doesn't work, then I'll start with number 5 and then use that as the driver disc, put tension on it, and then we'll go from there. But I'm going to start with number 1. Okay, so here's my disc detainer pick set for this size of lock. And I'm using a foul disc detainer decoder here. So let me get this out of the way. Okay, so this here is the tension wrench right here. And that tension wrench is tensioned by the blue handle with the stadium lines on it. And then the picking head, or the picking wrench, is right here. That's what it looks like there. And as you see, we're going to see what's what. Okay, so, also I measured it. I've already put this in the lock, and I measured it, and I've determined that from the base of the pick to the base of the lock, I need a spacer of that depth. And all this does is it keeps me aligned. You'll see when I put it into the lock that it's very helpful. So let me get this into a vise. You can see it's not open. With only 5 discs, this should be a fairly easy open. However, on this lock I can see it's been banged with a hammer. That's what the core looks like. There's a bunch of crud in there. Been banged with the hammer here, so it looks like it's probably been out in the weather a while. Based on the mechanics of the lock, it should be easy, but the environmental abuse it's gone through may make it a little more difficult. What I'm doing here is advancing all the discs, and then how I insert this is I will align the pick head up with the tension wrench like that. Okay, what I'm doing here, I'm just advancing all of the discs in a clockwise rotation. So I'm in a tension clockwise, and then I'll tension clockwise and I'll pick counterclockwise. So now what you see is how that spacer works. It keeps me perpendicular to the lock. This is a rounded lock base, so it's a little more difficult, but it definitely solves up and down, and my eyeball's over the top here so I can keep that kind of straight. So I'm going to go from tension on disc 1, so I'm going to start picking off the 2, go to 5. If that doesn't work, I'll go 5 to 2. If that doesn't work, we may have to tension off a 5, and then we'll figure it out. So I'm looking for disc number 2 right now. Okay, that's opening disc number 2, but I bypassed it, so I got to come back right here, find it. Okay, it may even be number 1 there, because it's not moving at all. I'm going to start over. Okay, so I think what's going on is I'm engaging disc 1 and disc 2 with this tensioner. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to come out a little bit. Okay, let me try starting at 5. Okay, let's get started here. I'm on the left hand of 5, looking for the opening, got the disc. There's just so much grit and grime on these discs. Okay. As I'm turning them, I can feel just like a lot of gritty resistance, like there may even be dirt and some grime in there. It does look like somebody shoved a screwdriver in here at one time, maybe forced it open, or trying to force it open. I think 5 is in a gate. I have no idea which gate. The cartridge in these isn't brass or steel. It's a plastic. Well, I suspect it's plastic. I can't see it from looking in there, but a lot of these types of locks, they're not, it's obviously not an alloy, right? Okay, 4 is probably in a gate. So there'll be a plastic holder, and that kind of helps them out with the weather resistance also. Okay, you see that little release there? 3 is probably in a gate. Ooh, look at that. Ha 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 ha. Boom. Look at that. Okay, so what happened on that was I tried to go from one, so I was tensioning on one. And I tried to go from 1, 2, 3, or 2, 3, 4, 5, and I couldn't find number 1. I just couldn't find it. Well, whatever reason, it wasn't working. What I did find wasn't binding. So then I went to 5, and I worked back from 5 to 1. Sorry, 5 to 2, because I was tensioning on 1. Let's see what we got in here. Okay, a ball bearing. That's the keyway. That keyway is quite, yeah, that keyway is quite beat up. It looks like somebody probably took a screwdriver in there and did something, because it is gnarly. And when I was picking it, there was a lot of grinding, probably a lot of muck in there too. Okay, well, that's all I have for you today. I hope you got something out of that. If you did, please consider watching my other videos and like and subscribe. And as always, thank you very much.